Summer is a busy time for many of Wales's private country houses. Some 60 miles to the north of Hay stands Bryngwyn Hall, ancestral seat of the Sandbach family and home of Oriel, Marchioness of Linlithgow.
I've known this house since I was 5, and I completely fell in love with it. That's my grandfather. He was Curzon's military secretary when Curzon was Viceroy of India. And everything in here he brought back, which is extraordinary. This is Gary, an Indian gharial, which is an Indian alligator, which was shot in Joggiwala. It's a wonderful name, Joggiwala, isn't it? In 1907. And then we have Monty Python up there, who was shot in Bhutan. He might need a bit of restoration one day, but he's OK for the moment. This is a portrait painted of me when I was married to John Rottler. Anyway, I couldn't think why I had to be painted a specific size, only to find I was put into the frame of John's first wife when he'd given her a portrait. And when we sadly parted, he gave me the portrait but not the frame. And history doesn't relate if the third wife is in the same frame. I used to, once upon a time, in the dim and distant past, be a model, which really annoyed my father intensely. What might you be wanting up here, madam?
When Lady Linlithgow inherited Bryngwyn in 1987, the Grade II listed house had been mothballed for over 50 years and was practically derelict.
You know you're not really meant to come up here unless specifically invited, don't you? It was in the most appalling state. There was dry rot everywhere. Bats, mice, rats, you name it. It was a complete haven for wildlife. And the garden was in the most ghastly state. But I had this great passion to want to restore this house. It was very exciting, actually, but financially it was extremely difficult. Right. So by the maple on...
Maintaining, let alone restoring this substantial Georgian house and its 60 acres of parkland is costly.
I did this last night. One's very, very lucky to have an estate. But unless you're very, very, very rich, which I'm not, you have to be prepared to get your feet dirty like this. I'm not doing very well here, am I? Have we got a stick there anywhere, Tudor?
No, I haven't.
There might be one behind that bush. I like being hands-on. I would be very bored if I didn't have something to do like this.
The ducks usually kill us off.
I've got 150 coming. Hey! Come here! Come here, you bloody dog! Faith! Faith! She just found a baby pheasant. Faith! Leave it! Bad dog.
To fund the restoration and running of Bryngwyn, Lady Linlithgow has turned it into a money-making enterprise. Cook Christine Jones is one of 5 full-time staff who have helped with the process.
We started doing tours of the house, perhaps tea or lunch or whatever. And it's just gone on from there. Then we started doing shooting and weddings. What's the next? Paranormal, I hear. Oh, my.
I was approached some years ago as to whether I would let the house be used as a porn movie location. And that is a no-no, absolute no-no.